Welcome back, internet friends. So there was a People's Magazine report on the Jack and Lilly case. I want to read this to you today before my live. I have also found some really interesting stuff about the Black House on the 289. We will be going over that on my live later on today at 6:15. Now let's get on to the People's Magazine, you guys. All right, here we go. Let's go in here. Make sure you have notifications on for my live at 6:15. And let's go. So this is People's Magazine. This just came out today. And I'm going to go over this for you. So it says, mother issues plea as search continues for young siblings who vanished from their home 5 months ago. Actually, it's been 6 months ago. It says Lilly and Jack Sullivan, who are age 6 and 4, haven't been seen since they disappeared from their Nova Scotia home on the morning of May 2nd. This was just posted this morning. There's Jack and Lilly there. Need to know, the search is continuing for the two siblings who disappeared from their home in Nova Scotia, Canada, nearly 6 months ago. Lilly and Jack, age 6 and 4, were last seen on May 2nd. Earlier this month, the kids' mom, Malaya Brooks Murray, shared a new post on Facebook page dedicated to the search for the siblings, and she said she desperately wants them home. Police are still searching for the two young siblings in Canada after they vanished from their home 6 months ago. The RCMP previously said that Lilly Sullivan, 6, and Jack, 4, had last been seen the morning on May 2nd on Gairloch Road in Landsdowne Station, PICTOU County, Nova Scotia. Authorities believe the two wandered from their home. Months later, authorities are offering a reward up to $150,000 Canadian dollars, around 107 for US dollars. For any information about the siblings' disappearance, per as Nova Scotia government, and it goes on, you can click that link and it will send you to the RCMP. There's Lilly and Jack's face. This is credit to the RCMP who took this photo from Malaya's phone. And it says Malaya Brooks Murray, the children's mother, has been sharing multiple messages on a Find Lilly and Jack Sullivan page amid the ongoing search. She wrote on October 13th, as a mother, I love my children more than life itself and feel so heartbroken. Not being able to hold my two children, Jack and Lilly, kiss them, breathe in their scent, or tuck them into bed, dress them, wake up to their sweet, smiling faces. The longing I have for them to come back home to me is a greater feeling than I could ever imagine feeling or put into words how I'm feeling. That's weird, right? Feeling, and feeling. There is not one single day, minute, or second that goes by that I am not thinking about my children, Malaya added. She says she insisted she desperately wants her children home and safe and sound, back to my arms where I will never let them go, adding that she's truly traumatized, that she hasn't been able to hear the sweet sound of their voices, not being able to breathe in their scent when I embrace them tightly. I don't want these moments to be memories, she said. I want my babies home. My Lily, May, and Jackie, the pure pain I suffer, just not knowing where they are, has impacted my life and my family in the most devastating way, Malaya added. There's Jackie right here. Jackie. Life feels extremely hard to keep going with no answers. It's just pure lostness. Like, I can no longer feel at home anymore. No matter how lost I feel, I have not given up hope that my children will be returned home to me and safe and sound. I have faith. I have all the faith and hope I will see them again, she shared. Here's hope again. Okay. Um, and she says it here. Hope, hope. I will never stop searching for my children until they are found and brought home safe and sound. Someone somewhere knows something, so please bring my babies home, Malaya wrote, urging anybody with information to get in touch, as well as thanking those who have helped amid the search so far. Here's the searchers here. This was in May. Another post on Sunday, October 26, confirmed Jack was going to be turning 5 on Wednesday, October 29th, adding a candlelit vigil would be held to mark the occasion at the Sellerton RCMP detachment. The message came after the Nova Scotia RCMP said last week that they found no evidence to back up previous witnesses' accounts of a vehicle driving back and forth near the home around the time the 2 children went missing. Says a spokesperson, Cindy Bear, said on Tuesday, October 21st, that police found no evidence of any vehicle at that time. As such, no driver has been identified, and the presence of a vehicle has not been, it hasn't been seen, basically, hasn't been a key element in the investigation, per the outlet. The witnesses, who are residents of the Landsdowne station, had reported hearing a vehicle, but hadn't been able to visually confirm it, the Canadian press told. See, I thought someone said they actually visually saw Daniel, but I could be wrong. Daniel Martell, the stepfather of Lilly and Jack, previously said he suspects the 2 children got out of the sliding back door as he and the children's mother were in the bedroom with their 1-year-old daughter. It says Martell also said that he believed Lilly and Jack were kidnapped, but the RCMP said there's no proof that this occurred at that time. Earlier this month, Martell told the Canadian press that previous claims suggesting his vehicle might have been heard driving back and forth late at night around the time the children were reported missing were complete nonsense, he said. The RCMP shared an update on October 8th stating that a search around Landsdowne Station and the property from which the children went missing in late September didn't result in authorities finding human remains. Staff Sergeant Rob McCann, an officer in charge acting of the Major Crime and Behavioral Sciences, said at the time, there are multiple aspects of this investigation going on simultaneously. Look, this is key word, multiple aspects. And they're ongoing simultaneously. So basically, there's several different avenues that they are pursuing basically at the same time. Each piece of information, including the results from the search teams, helps inform our next steps. With support from agencies across Canada, the investigative team is working to validate or eliminate leads and follow the evidence wherever it takes us, per the release. At this stage, and as we've said all along, we're considering all possibilities. So they're considering all possibilities, right? But they've also said that there's no evidence of abduction, there's no evidence of a vehicle, but they're still pursuing it, I guess. Okay, we'll keep going until we determine with certainty the circumstances of the children's disappearance and they're found, the officer added. RCMP did not immediately respond when contacted by People's Magazine for additional information. People has also attempted to contact Malaya Brooks Murray. Okay, and then there's some comments down here. The super strange part for me is how the mother is only talking about her and what she's missing. There's not one single comment about the kids must be going through. When I thought I had lost my toddler, he was asleep in a cubby, I panicked. not for myself, but for him. And all I could think about was how terrified he would be if he was lost. There's definitely something fishy. Sounds like the police are working that angle since they aren't being very specific. I agree. This lady wrote, something doesn't sound right. Two siblings wandered down a road by themselves, small children. I would think and hope if a car passing that road saw two children walking by themselves would have called the police. I don't know. I could be wrong, but my gut feeling says something is not right pertaining to mom and stepfather. Praying I'm wrong. Exactly. This person said exactly something happened, and mom either was there or suspects the stepfather. This person wrote, I hope my gut feeling is wrong, but my first thought was Susan Smith. There you go. This person wrote, yeah, no, the parents shouldn't be parents if they can't keep track of their kids. I raised 3 alone. I know where they were every second of the day. There's no excuse for 2 parents. So my guess is they either got kidnapped for a sex trafficking ring or they got lost in the woods, depending on the parents live. Someone wrote 2 kids. That's a shame. There's another post that says something's fishy about 2 missing children. Has their biological father been questioned about the disappearance? Yes, he has, and he has also been polygraphed. I pray that the 2 children are found alive and well. This person wrote, where's the biological dad? Something doesn't sound right, especially for the mom. Hope my feeling is wrong, though. Biological dad had nothing to do with it. RCMP are too busy recognizing that they are on treaty land other than searching for those kids, which I don't believe a word their mother says. This person wrote, by Patty, something is wrong with the story. I believe the mother is involved with this. Hope they can find those children soon. They need to start digging up the backyard, unfortunately. Well, the human remains dogs, look there. Why mom? She may know something, but the stepdad sounds like the person who may have harmed the kids. Her relatives even tell her to get out of the situation. That's pretty ominous about him. The youngest child would be his, so unharmed. There's your good point right there. Read this. The person who may have harmed the kids. Now, this person sounds like they've never heard the story other than what people have just written here. Her relatives even tell her to get out of the situation. So maybe they know a little bit. They might know a little bit. That's pretty ominous about him, though, because the youngest child would be his, so unharmed. This person wrote something about the story is not sitting well. I definitely think the mom is involved in their disappearance. This person wrote, there are so many unanswered questions I have. It was late at night, according to what I read. Kids don't go out at night, especially when they're asleep. Stepdad chimes in they snuck through a sliding door. They were not his biological children. Protective Services had checked on the children 2 months prior before the disappearance because the kids showed signs of development delays. What was the follow-up, and did the school know? Mom deleted friendship with husband, boyfriend, and changed status to a single on Facebook. I believe that there needs to be more investigation between relationship between mom and stepdad. Mom seems too overly verbose about the disappearance. At any rate, I believe that they were not kidnapped. They did not run away. One or both parents are involved. Okay, guys, so I read some of these. You can find this on the People's Magazine. Here, it's the newest post, just came out. Look, you've got little Melody Buzzard up here. We just went over her case a couple days ago. Mom did something with her too, allegedly. Not two, but this is a different case up here, Melody Buzzard. So, been following this case. I'm telling you guys, these mothers, they all act the same, don't want to talk. Just very vaguely. She knows she needs to come out. I'm telling you, needs to come out. It's been 6 months almost. But I appreciate all of you for watching. Make sure that you are notified when I go live tonight. I have some really important information for all of you. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. You are going to want to see what I found. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.